Well then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and
Say
get a
ran
progress
is in
report too.
real life.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Just talk.
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right then, let's do that.
My peak.
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
The diner. That might be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I don't dine with them, they're just gonna be pissed at me, so.
I've been sheriff here for a long
So
time
George
now.
had one too many drinks. Is he about
This
to
is the worst
tell
murder
us
I've
secrets?
ever seen.
Our town is a little odd in some ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe.
I'm glad he took a bite
Some
out of it, but
hot-headed
it's still a
kids
whole
fighting,
burger.
fueled on liquor. Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different from those you've just mentioned. The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life, to eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it. He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum,
Jesus.
and he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual. The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
For me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing, but those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too.
Gross.
Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
Oh, that was where he drew the line when he peed
Not
in it. and drank.
sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else?
And everybody is done eating.
Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims.
Jesus.
That was a nasty one.
Thank you, Agent York. Now, let's talk about something else.
You don't want to hear anymore? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something.
It's like I'm in a
Your eyes
video game.
must look like we're just playing cops and robbers. Ugh, I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small.
Damn, he's flirting.
Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
Look at his nails.
Well said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Thomas, you want me to chill out?
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night then.
Oh, I can go to the gun store now. Oh, that I know the hour. Wait, he said tomorrow. I don't know. That means I can go there now or not. Though he didn't really have anything good, actually. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't go there. Okay. They didn't leave me a car? Oh, totally left me a car. Alright, you about to see some terrible driving. I mean, I managed to flip the car over already. It was pretty good. Have I run out of all the... Oh. I haven't done that yet, but I mean... Now was the time. I must have run out of like all the dialogue options, because now all I do is hum. Oh shit. There's a card. I saw the card. Must obtain. And a record player. I literally like head-on collision somebody. It was pretty awkward, not gonna lie. Do some donuts. Dude, this car goes so fucking slow. Like, it's awful. Definitely gonna take an actual car after this. Driving so weird, it feels like you should use like the R2.
So, where shall we go next?
But for some reason the gas and brakes are like R1 and L1. Just feels real weird. I don't know. Oh shit. Oh. Alright, I forgot I have to do some headquarters stuff. I have to actually do something here, or is it just gonna be automatic? I love my favorite typewriter brand called Typewriter. Hey.
Okay then, Zach. Let's go back over our progress.
First, the victim, Anna's death. She was found hanging from a tree in the forest. She was cut open with a knife from her chest down to her stomach. That was the direct cause of death. The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also bit off, and I found something inside her mouth.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
That's right. We found the same red seed in her mouth. According to Emily, it was raining when Anna was killed, but traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator killed Anna under a roof in the lumber mill, and then carried her body into the woods after it stopped raining. We found numerous important pieces of evidence at the site of the crime.
And why is this a fucking
Total of 4
memory
things.
test? Didn't study for this.
Knee prints in the grass. A wood chip with metal dust. A photo of a man with a tattoo on his back, and one other thing.
Have you been paying attention to
know
the
what that
game
was,
so
Zach?
far? What's this?
That's right, a broken stiletto heel. Aligning this with the other evidence suggests that 2 people came into contact with Anna's body prior to it being discovered by us. Those being the perpetrator who killed Anna and Miss Stiletto Heel. There is also the possibility that a third party carried Anna to the woods. That means we could be dealing with 3 people. 2 or 3 people. In any case, Miss Stiletto Heel may have vital information. We need to find her next. We didn't use forensic methods, but we're still closing in on the criminal. Have I forgotten anything?
Ah, of course. The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach?
What do you think she was holding on to?
Oh god, is this a guessing game?
That's right. A round object. The marks on her hand suggest a peace mark. The man in the photo found in the woods had a tattoo of an upside-down peace mark on his back. These 2 could well be related. But we don't know for sure. Next, the townfolk. A few are worthy of special attention. Carol McLean, the singer and bar owner. She's Thomas's sister. Then there's Nick Cormack, the owner of the diner. Both of them seem to be hiding something. There's Diane, the owner of the art gallery, who's out of town. Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry. Both will be tough to crack. Well, we just have to go one by one. I've been thinking, one of the biggest rewards here is the fantastic food. Enjoying food is cultural, and yet it's also a bit uncivilized. It's interesting how good food motivates me to work harder during
This guy's got his
investigations.
priorities.
Oh, and on Emily's back, it was strange to me. Hey, don't take that the wrong way, Zach. I wasn't getting all excited or anything. But it did make me feel strange. Nostalgic and sad almost.
It's starting to rain. I think this case may take a while.
We're like 5 hours in, no stopping now.
Ellie! Lunchtime, Ellie!
I'll eat later.
You'll eat right now, young lady. You need to listen to your mother.
I want to hear the rest of the story.
Eat your lunch, then take a nap. Then I'll tell you the rest.
But I want to hear it now.
There's no need to rush things. You must live your life at the pace that is right for you.
Honey, are you coming?
They like leave those characters out for long enough for you to forget they even exist, and then they're like, bam, they're still here. It's a dog. Good, we're back here.
Are you thirsty?
You must be very thirsty.
You only take milk with your coffee?
Coffee with milk, that's all.
Who are you?
My name is Becky.
What are you doing here?
My name is Becky.
Anna's friend?
My name is Becky.
After your throat is quenched, you must do what you must do.
Take a sip of coffee and go.
Huh?
Fucking chocolate chip cookie. I didn't drop him. He chose this.
That's me. That's me when it happened.
Why does this man even have 4 pillows? He only uses one.
Zach, this case looks like it's directly related to us. I do not know how yet, but I do know I need some coffee.
This man needs coffee in his sleep. He needs coffee as soon as he gets up. What is wrong with
George
this guy?
said he'd have someone pick us up in the parking lot. Let's get some breakfast with Polly first.
Oh boy, Polly. We'll change back to our other clothes.
Whoa there!
That guy's got a dog patch on his
Did you
butt.
need something?
He's
No,
got
I
the
was
dog.
just passing by. I didn't think anybody else was here other than Polly. The door opening like that it surprised me, that's all. I'm Kaysen, Forrest Kaysen. Nice to meet you. I travel a whole lot, you see, selling tree saplings. Just the usual salesman doing the usual road trip. Sometimes I feel, I don't know, like a jolly old bumblebee spreading pollen.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Jolly old bumblebee, you
I
say.
get it. You're the special agent Scarface that everyone's yakking about. Nice to meet you, Francis.
Special Agent Scarface? I'd need a bigger scar to live up to that name. Call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
What? You got it. York.
Is this your first visit here, then?
No, sir. Actually, I've been coming here once or twice a year for, a while now. I don't get much business here, but it sure does make a fine vacation. I mean, it's a gorgeous hotel at a bargain price. It's so relaxing in these parts, too. Oh, I just love all the nature. I feel so relaxed here.
Dog sidekick went.
Say hi to Willie. Oh, don't worry. He's a good boy. Do you like dogs?
Hey, Willie. How are you doing?
He's pretty smart, too. Oops, before I forget, let me give you this. It's just a sample of what I sell.
Thank you. How kind of you.
So,
Where did he
what
get that
brings
from?
the old FBI out here? Sounds like more than just a vacation.
A murder, actually. The perpetrator is still out there. Try to stay indoors at night and during the rain. We want to prevent it from happening again, okay?
Oh, it's a darn shame. Places like this used to be the safest in America.
Could I ask you something? Do you know a lot about seeds?
Seeds? Gardening, huh? You don't look like a green thumb, but let me tell you though, I'm pretty much the only one who can make those saplings sprout. There's a trick to it that can't really be passed on, you know? It's like, the secret of making a good smoked ham, something like that. But you know,
It's a
once
secret
they
murder.
sprout, you don't need to do much. You can leave it be and, why, it'll turn into a big tree no matter what happens. Kind of like those stocks that politicians buy that just keep growing and growing. Well, you just wait and see. This town is gonna love them. Right. We were just about to go take a morning stroll, so I'll get going. Good luck now with that case.
Thanks.
Where did I put my sapling?
Zach, do you remember what the coffee said? Forrest Kaysen. F.K.
This show has just begun.
Secrets in the coffee, guys. Okay,
Oh, hi.
I thought we were getting breakfast. Holy shit, we got fucking hot dogs. Hold on. Wait, is there fucking tomato in that hot dog? What the hell? Oh, I don't have any more space. God, that suit is ugly as fuck. Spent $1,000 on an ugly ass suit. Sorry, I thought I was supposed to be having breakfast with this lady. Is that not a thing we're doing anymore? Can we get the breakfast?
Hi.
Oh, wait, no, do the talk.
Oh, hi.
There we go.
What's wrong, Polly? You look a little tired.
I'm fine. Well, it's just that I was cleaning up my room, and so many memories came flooding back to me.
Memories?
Oh, my dear, Mr. Morgan, that's not the kind of question you should ask a lady.
What? Huh? Oh, it's a side quest. How do I know where her room is? Well, it's not up here. This is my room, right? Pretty sure. Is this her room? I guess it's not in here. Maybe this is her room. Yeah, well. Oh, what the hell? I don't know that I want case and seed, but if you say so, game. Polly's room. Wait, that's the door. Oh. This is quite the room.
Now that's a pretty girl. I wonder who she is.
We'll just
Polly's
take
daughter,
it, I guess.
perhaps? Maybe a granddaughter. Might be worth asking her.
Yep, just take it, it's fine. She doesn't want that. Oh, this is your shit? This is my shit now. Now let's go question her about the photo that I stole out of her room. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, hi.
Polly, about this picture.
Oh, that's me when I was young.
Well, that's that.
What about it, Mr. Morgan?
Oh, nothing. Forget it.
Oh, it brings back memories. There was a Miss Greenvale contest in town.
And I was so young and daring. I entered the contest, you see. It's embarrassing just thinking about it now.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You look beautiful in this picture.
Yes, yes. And the food was just wonderfully delicious.
So, Polly, where's the trophy?
Oh, Mr. Morgan, I never said that I became Miss Greenvale. There were no trophies for second place.
You mean this pretty girl in this picture was second place? So who won first place?
Are you serious, Mr. Morgan? It couldn't be more obvious. It was Sigourney.
Sigourney? The lady with the pot?
Now she was beautiful. All the men in town were crazy about her. Well, of course, aside from my husband,
I mean,
that
they refer
is.
to her as the lady with the pot, so...
Oh, you should quit smoking, Mr. Morgan.
That's right, Polly.
Well, thanks for bringing back such a wonderful memory. I can't give you this picture, but please, take this instead.
Now that's one story I won't be forgetting for a while.
Well, that was easy enough. Yeah, I mean... I don't know that you need to give me the picture, considering I just stole it out of your damn room, but, yeah.
Good morning, Agent Morgan. Did you sleep well?
Morning, George. Dreamland was quite nice.
You do look well rested. Oh, I was up practically all night doing paperwork. Thomas helped me out, so I was able to go home and get some sleep, but not enough.
Diane got back into town late last night. We should give her a visit.
Which means going to the art gallery, correct?
She lives and works in the office there, so it's the only place to find her. The gallery is open from 10 to 1700.
Time for some art appreciation. A cultural activity in such a small countryside town.
God, his fucking
amazing
smile is awful. me take this cop car. I want to take this cop car.
The gallery is called Muses Gallery. The Muses were the 9 daughters of the goddess of memory in Greek mythology.
Ah, it's just like Diane to name it that way.
Is she that intelligent a woman?
Oh, maybe. You'll see for yourself soon enough.
Did you see how Emily reacted, Zach? I sense that this Diane is not popular among other women. I can't wait to meet her.
Right.
The gallery is on the north side of town. Take the road along the lake and go north.
See if you could explain that to me while I was driving and not before. Probably would have did me better. I mean, people are jealous of Diane, who owns the art gallery. No. Not a chance.
An art gallery in such a small town. Am I prejudiced to think that it doesn't seem to fit?
Greenvale and every small town has every right to enjoy art.
That's right. Small towns tend to be full of highly cultured people. Although I can't say I've ever been to the gallery myself.
George, what about you? Are you into art?
Actually, yes. I like going to the gallery. It's very relaxing there.
Really, George? I never knew that about you for all this time.
Emily, please. I'm just as cultured as everyone else.
Some people just have sides to them that you'd never expect. By the way, about Diane, the owner of the gallery. Is she the type that isn't very appreciated by other women?
What do you mean?
Exactly what it sounds like, Emily. Is she very attractive, especially to the opposite sex?
So you're asking if she's sexy, right?
Well, she does always wear high heels.
And definitely, it's, hard to explain.
But that doesn't make me biased, okay? She just seems to look down on people. She always has. I just don't like people like that.
That must be because sex appeal has no effect on you.
Now that's out of line.
I'm sorry, Emily. I didn't mean to poke fun at you. You just reacted so strongly to Diane's name.
I did not. It's like you're suggesting I'm the total opposite of her. Is that it?
Oh, Emily, that's not what anyone is suggesting. Let's just drop this conversation, okay?
Enjoy their use of the word cultured over and over. Made this road. Why does it do this?
Looks more like an old mansion than an art gallery.
Diane liked the building so much she turned it into an art gallery.
She left the exterior untouched and had the insides redone.
So she's rich.
She bought this place, didn't she? Does that answer your question?
Indeed it does. Well, George, Emily, I want to talk with Diane alone. Will you wait here for me?
Don't tell me you still don't trust us.
No, that's not it. But this is very important to me. I always make sure that I meet with the important ones, one-on-one. Otherwise, it's difficult to sense the subtle reactions of the suspect. This is just how I do things, and I'd appreciate your understanding.
But go on then. You're not gonna listen to us anyway, are you?
You're starting to understand me, George. Well then, Zach, let's go and meet Lady Diane.
Wait, did he ask if the person who owns the art gallery was rich?
Hello?
What the fuck?
Hello?
No reply. Let's take a look around then, Zach.
Ah, snooping, what we do best. Well, it's fine.
Hello, Olivia. Do you like art?
Yes. Yes, I do. Well, I mean, I like trees.
Trees. Okay. Ah, but I see because these are all tree paintings. Do you come here often then?
Well, no. Just sometimes. I'm sorry, I really need to get back to the diner.
Nothing suspicious about that at all.
Zach, she was lying about something.
Oh, really?
She said trees, not paintings of trees. She doesn't need to come here to see trees. There's tons of trees outside.
You're a fucking genius, York. Ah, come on now. Can't just drop shit on the floor. Can I read this? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you just dropped the key to the art gallery on the ground. Can we read this thing? Can I read? Oh, there we go. Right, I'm guessing this is some sort of puzzle. Alright, let's see. Oh no. guess it's the red one. Three-digit number. I don't know what the last... Is that wrong?
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Range of the tree. Oh, like the number of red trees in the painting. Okay. Oh boy. Guess I must have came through a door to get in here. To the store. Oh, must not be that door. Oh. Is that wrong again?
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
I'm real bad at those.
Zach, something is still missing.
I got it. I
We
got
need
it,
more
York.
clues.
I understand that I am dumb. Thank you. Is this the door? came in through. It was definitely not the door. Could have swore there was 5 in that first painting, but apparently not. That's the door. Okay. Oh, it was 6, not 5. God damn. Wait, was that right? Okay, that was right. I was like, how is it wrong? I thought the thing would turn green. It didn't turn green. I don't know. For some reason I thought the number of trees was 5 and not 6 in that first one.
Like I said, there's no point in you having this. I can put it to far better use. I'm taking it with me, okay?
That's fine by me then, as you wish. The FBI agent, right? Just wait a moment, please. I'll be right with you.
She doesn't question how I broke into her office. Just doesn't care.
So there's no way you could have been at the scene of the crime.
That's right. I was drinking at the bar with Nick until early morning. I'm sure if you ask him about it, he'll say the same.
Very well. I'll be sure to do that. One other thing. That argument with Carol just now.
She's always like that. She thinks of me as an enemy, always bickering at what I say.
Is there any reason for that?
Perhaps because someone she liked ended up with me in my bed?
That would explain it, yes.
So
if I may be so bold, who was the lucky man?
Oh, I sleep with anyone I wish. Anyone I prefer to sleep with. I guess she had her eye on one of them, but I don't know who it was exactly. I could sleep with you, if you like.
I'm flattered by
So
your
much
offer,
culture.
but I don't think that would be appropriate. You're exactly the kind of woman a man in my job should never get involved with.
Isn't that a shame, darling?
I'll be frank. Right now, you are not a suspect. But both Zach and I are certainly feeling shaky about you.
If you want to remain in the clear, just watch yourself from now on.
Oh, you don't know, do you? Artists and art lovers, we love a good thrill.
Thank you for your help. I have nothing further to ask you at the moment. Goodbye.
That was pretty simple.